This ISRO misfire, the espionage that shook India, authored by Mr. K.V. Thomas. Mr. K.V. Thomas was the IB, that is Intelligence Bureau Additional Director. He was served in this IB for long decades. This book was the eyewitness of Mr. K.V. Thomas during the investigation of ISRO espionage case occurred in 1994. So, in nutshell, what we can say about this book and what Mr. K.V. Thomas written in this book is many combinations. That is, actually, this ISRO espionage case uh, was a fake one. So that was the truth. That was the truth finally established. But actually, no one was actually punished for the case, making of the case, or fabrication of this case. So, as per this book, the first thing is the first fabric started with the local police inspector, I think. Inspector with some Maldivian woman who came to India for some purposes. Some purposes means it may be uh, due to their personal things and other things. So, I recommend you to read the book because I don't want to explore everything what uh, printed in this book because this thing you have to mingle with it. I can give the nutshell about what the book explained about. So that Maldivian women having some other purposes, they don't have any purpose to make a espionage with India or ISRO, but they were linked with the ISRO espionage that was fabricated because of Sasi Kumaran, one of the scientists, leading scientist, chief scientist in ISRO, had a relationship or connection with Mariam, one of the key operative or key victim of this espionage case, a Maldivian woman, linked with it. Because of this link, the Kerala police and IB fabricated it. So the unprofessionalism of IB or unethical behavior of the IB lead to the uh, great disaster of the development of cryogenic technology. So because of this unprofessionalism of IB, we lagged some 15 to 16 years to develop the cryogenic engine for our country. Unnecessarily, Mr. Nambinarayan is the key head and the key operative and mastermind of developing the cryogenic engine was included and he was um, misled by this Kerala police and IB. He was ridiculed by these people. Everything K.V. Thomas noticed and he surprised even though he was in this IB. He blamed the activities of the IB officers, especially higher officials, who are diverting or for converging the case only as a espionage case. But there was no espionage occurred in the ISRO with Mariam or other things. They forced Mariam, Rashida, and other Maldivian women and Sasi Kumaran and another fellows, all people involved except Nambinarayanan, they were forced to give the statements and they forced to convict that they involved in the espionage case. That is transfer of Vikas technology and cryogenic technology to Pakistan and other third nations. but never happened. That was never happened. Whatever things they reported or recorded, everything never happened. All are based upon the full imaginary story. Somebody fabricated, but don't know who fabricated it. Who fabricated it? May be that it may be a third party. It may be a foreign intelligence agency like CIA of America, because America never wanted India to develop the cryogenic technology by own, and it want to halt that, or it want to hamper the process of developing the cryogenic technology. But Mr. Nambi Narayanan, by his own effort, incredible effort, he as a single man army tried to develop the cryogenic technology. He imported cryogenic engines from Russia. These things angered America and the CIA. So maybe this agency may involved in this. But Mr. K.V. Thomas never mentioned about this thing clearly in the, or openly in this book. But we can we can understand what happened behind the screen. Other thing is the nasty Kerala politics. One thing in this case, purposefully, like Mr. Nambi Narayanan, then Chief Minister, that period Chief Minister, Mr. Karnagaran was also dragged into it. And his how he dragged into it means his favorite IPS officer, Mr. Srivatsava, was purposefully dragged into it without any proper evidences. So what happened means even Srivatsava, IPS officer, was also involved in transfer of technologies, a smuggling of important documents to Pakistan and other countries. But whatever things IB and Kerala police submitted to the court, everything was proven as false by CBI. Then Prime Minister Narasimha Rao son also tried to involve into this, because these people tried to involve then Prime Minister Narasimha Rao's son also. Maybe that triggered Mr. Narasimha Rao, and he ordered the CBI probe into this. After CBI took over the charges, everything cleared one by one. All the fake stories were destroyed and demolished, and proved that they are all fake. They are all fake. And but CBI charged everyone, especially every investigation officers in IB and Kerala police, as the culprits for this, for fabricating it. But they asked, it recommended to take departmental action against it, but nothing happened. Even after then, even the final, you can read it, because I cannot elaborate it, because you have to read that how they have escaped. They are all escaped, and they got the promotion, and they are well settled, well retired. But no one was punished in this whole process. That is the thing. Then who is the culprit? We don't know. We don't know. But the Kerala politicians used this opportunity to defame the name of Mr. Karunagaran, and they succeeded also. Mr. Anthony and some Umman Chandy, they are all involved actively to trigger it and to fuel into this fire, and they had full concentration to defame and dethrone Mr. Karunagaran, and they dethroned it finally. One of the victim of this case was actually Mr. Karunagaran and Mr. Nambi Narayanan. Even though Nambi Narayanan proved innocent, even he got many compensations, but still Mr. Nambi Narayanan raising the question and fighting to find out who is the real culprit. But as per me, it's not possible to reveal it, even not possible, because what I am thinking means observed from this book, two people are actively involved in fabricating the ISRO spy case. This is my personal opinion after reading this book. My suspicions are uh, the two peoples. One is Mrs. Sonia Gandhi, another one is Central Investigational Agency, CIA of America. Why? Because Mr. Karunagaran was a kingmaker who gave the opportunity who make Mr. Narasimha Rao as Prime Minister during or after the death of Mr. Rajiv Gandhi. After the great victory on that election, uh, Mr. Karnagaran played a very crucial role to make Mr. Narasimha Rao as Prime Minister. And it may be he sidelined Mrs. Sonia Gandhi from the party and everything. This may be to make to revenge him and make him to throw out from the politics. She played a very important role. uh, Many churches also, even Mr. K.V. Thomas mentioned that churches and Muslim units are played very important role to fabricate this story, to initiate or to progress this story against Karunagaran. So these elements also actively involved who supported Mrs. Sonia Gandhi, I think, because Mr. Anthony and Mr. Uman Chandy are the supporters of Sonia Gandhi, and in hidden way, she may involved in this case to make it use it or to fabricate to utilize this thing against Mr. Karunagaran. Another one is CIA, as already I explained. CIA and America never liked India to be a cryogenic nation, right? So because the cryogenic development make the space research and other development ahead of other countries, even equal to other countries like America, that USA never uh, enjoyed it, never liked it. Therefore, so try to hamper the progress. But Mr. Nambi Narayanan, the only sole person, the liquid propulsion expert in ISRO, actively involved and independently involved to develop the liquid propulsion engines and cryogenic engines were targeted by CIA. So these two things are played very important role of fabricating this case. But finally, no one was punished, even though everyone was released. Everyone was even Nambi Narayan. Everyone was released. That is, nobody has um, proven. Nobody has proven it is a fake, fabricated case. So, but no one has punished also in this case. Even the IB officers, Kerala police units, and especially the politicians, they never get affected by this. But only two victims, Karunagaran and Nambi Narayanan. Karunagaran lost his political career, and Mr. Nambi Narayanan lost his promotion, even lost his name during the course of time, and he struggled for a decade to regain it. So these things happened, but no one, even IB officer who are involved in this, no one was punished. Even they got promotion also. That is the beauty. They got promotion also. They retired also. So this thing. So if you want a thriller and to want to know the nasty things about how these investigation agencies function, you have to read line by line of this book, and I ensure that you will get a great thrill and a different experience from it.